Неделя подарков на AliExpress с 23 по 27 августа. Покупайте каждый день, получайте подарки и выигрывайте 1 000 000 рублей на покупки.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to be giving you a little rundown of free music making apps for Android. This video will just be a quick overview, but I'll be making future videos going into more depth and making some beats. So I'll start simple and work up to the more complicated ones. Number 1. GUBAEV. GUBAEV is a loop-based app featuring samples from many genres. The app is clearly inspired by the Launchpad app on iPhone. The layout has instruments split into different sections on them. Everything is really nicely synced up, so you don't have to worry about your timing too. You can record as you go, and this lets you get full songs out of it. It's great for learning about the kinds of sounds used in different styles of music, and it gives you a good understanding of how different parts combine to make a track. Number 2. Remix Live. Remix Live is essentially the same as GUBAEV, but with more options. It has more loops, more effects, and the ability to play in different patterns using finger drums. Paid features expand the functionality even more, allowing you to cut up grooves, import your own sounds, and add additional effects. If you enjoy the style of GUBAEV but want a few more options, be sure to check out this app. Number 3. DrumPads 24. DrumPads 24 is fairly self-explanatory. You have DrumPads, 24 of them. With these drum pads, you can play in beats, so this is a great start for some hands-on music making. It's not just drums though, different pads correspond to different instruments so you can get a full track going. Featuring recording, looping options, effects, and multiple free sound packs, it's a great way to unleash your inner producer and start making some beats. Number 4. Music Maker Jam. Music Maker Jam lets you combine loops to get going in a matter of minutes. It's also quite similar to GUBAEV but has a slightly more complicated layout and generally more options. It's simple and easy to use and a great starting point if you're looking to give music making a go. The benefit of this over previously mentioned apps is you can arrange your loops into different patterns and arrange those patterns into a full song structure. The free version comes with 4 free loop packs, the option of recording your own vocals, and some free effects. You can also share your tracks instantly with their online community. Number 5. RD4 Synth and Drums. This is the first app on this list that approaches a more standard digital audio workstation layout. What this means in practice is it has more options to sculpt sounds and beats from scratch, but it is also more complicated. It comes with a mixer, sequencer, FX options, 3 synths and a drum sampler, so there is plenty to play around with. Number 6. Caustic. Caustic has been around for a long time and is still one of the best. There is a lot of functionality in this thing, so be prepared to dive deep. It is inspired by classic rack gear from studios and has 14 different synths and samplers to play with. Additionally to the instruments, there are many kinds of effects which can be used on the individual channels or on the master. There is a piano roll for editing your patterns, as well as virtual keyboards for recording in. The arrangement window allows you to structure different patterns along with automation options too. The instruments, effects, pattern editing, and arrangement options cover everything you could need to produce fully fledged electronic tracks. So there we go. Some great apps to get you started making music on your Android phone. There are hundreds of music making apps out there, but these should be more than enough to get you started. If you think I've missed any, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, happy music making, and I'll see you next time.
Яндекс, самая большая компания на рынке СНГ, придумала, как умножить капитал жителей России. Проект Яндекс Капитал уже приносит
Auto-tune was invented in 1996, and as we all know, all songs prior to that were out of tune. But don't worry, today we're fixing that with an app called Moises, which can separate the vocal stems from any stereo audio recording using AI. This tech has existed for a while. It is great for memes. But today we're using it to fix vocal performances from the past that may have been, well, shall we say, out of tune. First up on the agenda is Led Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love. This video is brought to you by CuriosityStream and my streaming service Nebula, where you can watch a bonus video as well as the original cut of this video, which was blocked by major music labels. Thanks guys, really protecting the musicians out there. Okay, so let's load up Melodyne. While that's transferring, let's talk about the melody of Whole Lotta Love. It's a blues melody, so Robert Plant might be singing notes which don't necessarily fit on the keyboard. There might be bends and melismas, blue notes, but don't worry, we can change all that. We can make those blue notes sound more, I guess, black and white. So we're in the key of E here, like an E blues, and Robert Plant starts out the melody with like a B, which is the 5 in the key.
You need cooling.
He's like sliding around a lot to that sharp 4, that flat 5, the tritone, the blue note. He's also hitting this note that's in between G and G sharp, which is something that we might call the neutral third. You hear it a lot in blues melodies, and like guitarists will bend up to it, but it doesn't really exist in the continuum of Melodyne. Then he's hitting the root here, or the E, but he's pretty sharp when he's hitting it. Definitely easily fix that using Melodyne's pitch correction. Shift it down, boom, perfect. Let's go ahead and select the whole melody, and let's correct all of it. Let's just correct the whole thing.
You need cooling. Baby, I'm not fooling. You need cooling. Baby, I'm not fooling.
Oh yeah, I mean, in the Melodyne version, Robert Plant is definitely hitting those notes like, I guess, more precisely. But since it's a blues melody, which sometimes uses notes which aren't on the keyboard, there's something that's like fundamentally changed about how the melody works when you pitch correct it.
I'm gonna send yeah back to school. I'm gonna send yeah back to school.
Like Melodyne and blues definitely don't go well together. You're not hearing that neutral third in the Melodyne version. Something definitely gets lost in translation.
Way down inside, honey, you need it. Way need it.
What if we did like, you know, the T-Pain effect? What if we like made it all robotic?
I'm gonna send yeah.
There we go. That's the sound. All right, let's add some harmony to that bad boy.
You need cooling. Baby, I'm not fooling.
Truly cursed stuff, but not as cursed as this next one. The next artist that we're going to ruin is Frank Sinatra.
Let me play up there with the...
So this melody is a lot more diatonic. It fits better with the notes on the piano. We're not going to be dealing with as many blue notes. But Frank Sinatra has a very conversational style, and Melodyne and pitch correction don't always work that well with that old school style. We're in the key of C major. It starts on C. First note of the key. He sounds dead on there. Looks dead on. He doesn't did. Shots fired, Robert Plant. Get on Frank's level. You know, we could improve upon it. Nobody's perfect. Pitch center. Align. Minimal.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play up there with those stars.
It's a little bit of an uncanny valley there. It's like, check this out.
Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
It's wild. Both sound good, but the pitch correction robs it of a certain thing. It's such a subtle difference, but to me, without the Melodyne, sounds like a lot more lifelike. There sounds like there's a lot more body.
Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
It's hard to even say what it is. There's just something there, I think, that's a little bit more gracious without the pitch correction. There's something more